Have you ever stopped to think about what a skyscraper, a simple spoon, and even the app on your phone all have in common? I mean, they couldn't be more different, right? But believe it or not, they all share the exact same starting point, the same fundamental piece of DNA.
Think about it. We could be talking about the incredible, sprawling architecture of ancient Indian temples. Or we could be talking about the clean, simple layout of that app you use to order food. One is massive and ancient, the other fits in your hand. But they both started in the same place. Yup, a line. That's it. It's the simplest, most powerful, and honestly, the most overlooked element in all of design. And today, we're going to really see just how much it shapes our entire world. So, to really get this, we have to start at the very, very beginning. Think of this section as the point's journey. We're going to break down what a line actually is. So what is a line? Well, it's nothing more than a point that decided to go for a walk. Seriously, the path it creates on its journey, that's a line. It's the absolute building block, the atom of everything we see visually. And what's wild is just how much personality this simple little element can have. It can be super strict and straight, or it can be gentle and curved. It can be bold and thick, demanding attention, or it can be a faint, thin whisper. It can be a solid, confident statement, or a broken, hesitant little trail. Okay, now this is where things get really cool. These different forms aren't just for looks. They actually speak a language, a visual language. Each type of line has its own personality that makes us feel a certain way. Let's meet the four main characters in this story. First up, we've got the horizontal line. This one is all about stability. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's rest. You know that feeling when you lie down at the end of a long day? That's the feeling of a horizontal line. It feels grounded, safe, and you can feel that calm just by looking at this, can't you? The endless, flat horizon over the backwaters of Kerala. That line where the water meets the sky, that is pure, undisturbed tranquility. That's the horizontal line at work. All right, next up is its total opposite, the vertical line. This one is all about reaching for the sky. It communicates strength, power, height, and structure. It makes you stand at attention. It makes you look up. And this just captures that feeling perfectly. Imagine standing in front of the Meenakshi temple, looking up at those towering gopurams. Those powerful vertical lines are designed to make you feel a sense of awe, of something grand and structured reaching towards the heavens. Okay, time to shake things up a bit. Let's talk about the diagonal line. This is the line of action, of energy. It's not stable, it's off balance, and that creates this amazing sense of movement, tension, and dynamism. This is the line that shouts, "Hey, something's happening here." You can literally feel the energy buzzing in these patterns. Just look at the diagonal waves in a Rajasthani Leheria fabric. They aren't just sitting there, they're dancing. They give the whole textile a rhythm and a life that you just wouldn't get with straight lines. And last but not least, we have the curved line. This is the line of nature. It's soft, it's graceful, it flows. You know, where straight lines can feel a bit rigid and man-made, curved lines feel totally organic, natural, and free. And the classic paisley motif is the perfect example of this. You see it in a beautiful cashmere shawl. And that gentle, elegant curve just feels so natural and soothing. It flows, it creates beauty, it's absolutely timeless. So, now that we know these four personalities, let's start spotting them out in the wild. Let's see how they show up in the design that's all around us, especially right here in India. Because once you start looking, I promise, you are going to see them everywhere. Let's just break it down. In fashion, think about the silhouette, the lines that define a sari's drape or a sherwani's cut. In architecture, look at the incredible intersecting lines of a jolly screen, creating both pattern and structure. In the digital world, it's the clean grids in a payment app that bring order to the chaos. And in product design,
It's the soft, ergonomic curves of a clay matka that make it so perfect to hold. So it's pretty clear by now that lines aren't just passive marks on a page, right? They're active. They're workers in every single design. They have jobs to do, and they're absolute masters at playing with our emotions.
So, what's on a line's job description? Well, it's pretty packed. First, it defines boundaries. It draws a shape and tells you where something begins and ends. Second, it's basically a tour guide for your eyes, telling you exactly where to look. Third, it's the skeleton, the grid that holds the entire design together. And finally, it shows movement and flow, pointing the way. Think of this slide as a kind of emotional cheat sheet. It's pretty simple, right? If a designer wants something to feel formal, controlled, maybe a little more man-made, they're going to use straight lines. But if they want it to feel natural, relaxed, and organic, they'll lean into curves. It's this one choice that can set the entire mood.
All right, that's enough theory for now. The absolute best way to understand all of this is to start seeing it for yourself. So let's do a quick little exercise right now to train your designer's eye. Go on, try it. Just pick any object near you, your laptop, a coffee mug, the chair you're sitting on, anything. Now try to see past the object itself and just see the lines that make it up. Are there strong vertical lines giving it a sense of structure? Are there soft curves making it feel comfortable? Or maybe some dynamic diagonal lines that give it a pop of energy? And that's really the big takeaway here. Every line in the world around you is telling a story. It could be a story of calm, of strength, of energy, or of grace. The only question is, now that you know the language, what stories can you see? So if you remember one thing, let it be this. A line is never just a mark. It's the first word, it's the start of a feeling, it's the beginning of a conversation, it's the foundation for every single design we will ever see. It's the first word in every visual story.